let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Like I'm actually using my hands to put crystals in her.
Oh, I
Go
love it.
away and slam the door. Yeah.
Harrison
I
finally,
don't
hi.
care. I'm sorry.
Harrison finally saw the second. Well, he never watched the first one yet, but he finally watched the second one
Yeah.
because I was like, you need to like it. You need to like this movie because it's more action. There's
Yeah.
more of everything involved. So he
It's
did like it. He likes music. So I felt
that's
like it was a
good.
faster paced one than the first one. Not that
Yeah.
the first one's still good. The second one's just better for me.
Second ones, I liked them both, but yeah, I definitely I don't know. Colin loved the second one. He
Yeah.
still will watch the first one. He doesn't really, he's kind of getting not too old for it, but like considering when it came out and how many times we've watched it in like the
I
almost
can't even
six
tell you.
years of his life, it's a
Yeah.
lot of times. So
Yep.
I
Because what
understand
was
his love
it was
for it.
that and what was it?
You like
No.
Moana
And Encanto.
and Kanto. He loves
Because
Encanto.
it was the start of the thing when they're just like the doors and the drawers and the floors, and then he'd be like smacking mom and dad's wall. Yeah.
Oh, I
That
love that.
that kid loved music when he was littler. Not that I'm sure it's
Mhm.
nothing has changed now.
Now, okay, he loves, okay, so because we love music too, right? Ryan and
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I. So Ryan has like his songs on Spotify, and I have my Apple Music.
Yeah.
And whenever a song comes on that he's heard in other car, he's like, "Oh, my dad has this song." It's like he does. What?
My
Like,
dad has
what is his right now? It's so funny. It's not even funny. It's just like he's listening to like music that we enjoy, so it's fine. Like
yeah.
the odd, what's that guy's name? Oh God. Danny Go. He still likes Danny Go a little bit, but really like okay,
Daddy
so
goes still fire. Like it's still so good.
he just listening to Avicii's Levels, which I know you like.
Oh man, that's a good one. Yeah.
He loves Avicii. He loves Avicii. So we've got Wake Me Up, SOS, Without You. And then he likes One Republic.
That's so
And
random and
David
so funny.
Guetta. He loves David Guetta.
Which is not, I honestly am not surprised being that he's a European baby and like
Yeah.
Ryan and I have very similar music
You
tastes. Like
guys.
we love the not necessarily techno, but like very much like
Yeah.
techno, electronic,
Yeah.
rave music. Like that is
EDM.
our fucking
Yeah.
jam.
Yeah.
And so I'm not surprised that your little bean comes by it so
So much.
naturally.
So much David Guetta. Yeah. David Guetta and Avicii are his like favorite.
I
So
love
like,
that. Because
so
what
I
was the
just like,
song that I sent you guys a little while ago? I can't remember what it was now, but it was so good, and I knew that
oh,
you'd like.
it's on, I can't remember where I have it in here because we do listen to that as well. It's like the country one that's
Oh yeah, World
ba-da-da-da.
on Fire. World
World
on
on, oh
Fire.
yeah, and he still
Yeah,
likes World on Fire, but it's not like in our immediate rotation at the moment.
yeah.
But
I have to send you guys the song "Half Horse, Half Man" by OCT
oh,
because it's so
I've
fucking
I've
funny. But
already it's a viral song. I think
I
everybody
know. Thank God it's a
I'm,
virus song because it
also I'm
should
not
be.
going to show my son that song.
Not the video, but the music he wouldn't give a shit about. But the video
Yeah,
is super funny, so it's so hard to say.
I know, but
He
he's six.
wouldn't get the
He's not six. He's
innuendos though, I don't
sorry,
think.
huh?
I don't think he would understand the innuendos of the song.
No, God, no, he wouldn't.
But he would
But
just laugh at like when the guy like makes his horse noises. I don't know.
he has his
I
Bill
would
laugh.
assume.
He literally he like holds his
Oh,
sides and goes when it's like
good
not funny,
God.
but like character funny. Oh God, he's hilarious.
Dad's gonna be so happy to see that in person.
My dude. Yeah, he's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Harrison
Anyways,
has a fake laugh going on too right now, which is hilarious. But like he'll laugh, like 'cause he does laugh, but then sometimes it's like ha 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 like
yeah.
dead face. That's like stuff.
Yeah. Maria is just like got a deafening scream going on right now. And I'm like,
Oh,
been a hard week. I don't know. I was like, I know like the full moon, actually the lunar eclipse was last week, and
and retrograde.
it was already fucked. And she's already been like a right monster for the last few weeks. But like this week, today was a hard day. I'm gonna be honest.
Is
Kids
that
are
right?
tough. For those welcoming more children, I'm so sorry, but like, I don't know if it's second born. I don't know if it's the girl. I don't know. Like, but like, and maybe I don't actually remember if Colin was this bad at that age. Do you know what I mean?
What are some examples of what she's going right now? And I'll remember back from
So
what
this
Colin.
morning, she had toast this morning and she
Yeah.
wanted yogurt. I said, yep, just go grab your plate, bring it in, right? Meltdown.
Okay.
meltdown,
Okay.
absolute the audacity of me. So I was like, I'm like, fuck this. I'm like, Maria, go to your room. Go to your room. Like, this is a plate. It's a plate. Bring me your
Yeah.
plate, then I'll give you the yogurt. Like I said, yes. Meltdown. So she goes to her room and she's screaming, crying from her room. I did not make her go to her room. She just kind of sulkily goes to her room and she sits on her bed and cries, waits for her attention, screaming. And then
Oh,
eventually she, like, I just sat here and I ate my breakfast and like the screaming's happening,
yeah.
like, oh, I'm engaging.
Like, not our problem, guys. Not our problem right now.
Eventually she did come down, grab her plate, put it by the sink, and then came for her yogurt. I was like, okay, how hard was that? 15 minutes of my life. But
No
then,
kidding.
but then, because we watched a little bit of cartoons before bed or before school, I don't even know what we were watching, but I turned the TV off.
Right.
Explosion, explosion.
Okay.
And I'm like, Jesus. I'm like, literally want to be like, let's get out the fucking door now. And it's so
Um,
hard because like you don't want to swear at your children, but
but
like,
you definitely want to,
oh
but
my
you
God, the
don't.
things I want to bitch her out.
Yeah.
Both of them, they're both rowdy.
Oh man.
But
It's
like,
so hard because they have so many fucking big mo emotions in such little bodies that they just can't handle.
I know.
And
It's
you're
just,
just like,
I find it hard to express the frustration nicely. I know I do like, I don't want to say I'm a gentle parent because I'm definitely like, I suppose I am, but like, I'm just a kind parent. I try to like not be a bitch, but even though I'm firm, but they don't take me seriously. So trying to like prove a point, try to like be disciplining and or the disciplinarian and like, try and be like that. It's like
yeah,
it's either I'm like push over or I'm like
there's just no medium. Well, that's the thing. They pushed you so that you don't have a medium either.
there's
You're
just
just
no
like,
medium. I don't think I have a medium. And my medium is actually like more or less like I've given up and Ryan can step in. Do you know what I mean? Like, or I'll
okay,
call Santa, or I'm gonna call your teacher, or I'm gonna call granddad, or I'm gonna, yeah, like I'm gonna,
yeah.
oh, or I'm gonna go, we're gonna drive this morning. I was like, Maria, I'm just gonna drive you to the jail. That's what we're gonna
I'm
do.
gonna drive you to the jail. Well, but, like honestly, like we haven't reached that point in Harrison understanding anything yet.
Oh God.
But I know those days will come where I'll be
Yeah.
like, ah.
Yeah. It's like I don't like I literally do not know. But that's just where we're at. Like again, Colin, I think part of it is the older sibling has helped, guide them a little faster than Colin didn't have that kind of guidance right away at that age, right?
Yeah.
And
But
so
he had
that
like six people guiding him too. Like
yes.
we
But
were all his
people,
people.
adults, not kids, right? Whereas like
Not
Colin does
kids.
something and Maria's right behind him doing the same thing. And do you know what I mean? And like,
Is that familiar, Jessica?
well, yeah, but like, but well, of course it's familiar. That's what kids do, and they're two and a half
Jessica's the
years
younger
apart. They're
sister, and
the
so
same.
and
They're the
we have
same as
heard many a
us.
story. We have heard many a
Exactly.
story where
Right?
Jessica followed my lead every single time, and I
Exactly. You
didn't know what the
loved
fuck
it.
I was
You
doing.
loved it. You loved it. You
I'm
dragged
sure
me out
I
of my
did
crib.
because I was in charge, Jessica. I always loved it
Mom,
because I was in charge.
Mom always says that you would drag me by like the neck out of my crib
Yeah,
or out of the
bassinet, of
playpen
course.
to play with me.
Yeah, because
Like,
I needed someone to play with, and
yeah,
this like
okay. So stop
lump
complaining.
of baby, I'm just like, come do things with me.
You're so boring. I know. But yeah, so anyways, yeah. So they're like great because they're so cute. They play together but oh God, I picked them up from school today. I'm sorry, this is my rant, and then we'll get on to the
I hear
episode.
it. We're here for it.
So because it's been such a hard week. And like I've been working all week, I've been working mad, and it's just like I'm going crazy. And Ryan's like, "Oh, take him out for lunch after." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll do that." We were gonna go to McDonald's because they love McDonald's, but Colin had said to me yesterday he wanted to go to this place called Frankie's. It's like in a village over. It's Barraduff Village or whatever. And I'm
Okay.
like, "Yes, let's go to Frankie's. It's nice. It's like a little cafe. I like to go there." And anyway,
Right.
so it was a mistake. Should not have gone, but I
Okay.
did. I did. I
What do you get there? Like what is something delicious that you would normally order there?
Well, I mean, they've got lovely food. We all got cheese toasties, and I got a decaf latte because it was that point of the day where I've already had too much coffee, and now I need to like wind up, but I really wanted a coffee.
Yeah,
So
and
the
you're just like,
kids just
how high
like
do I want my anxiety today?
the kids just like took over the place. Thankfully, it was empty, so it was fine. But like
Okay.
it was just they come in, they just grab the juice. They don't ask, they just grab the juice.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, this is where we're going now. And
Okay.
then so getting them to sit at the table. And
Yeah.
Colin's like, I want a Nutella sandwich. And I'm like, no, you're going to have a cheese toasty or whatever. And it was like
Yeah.
fighting with that. I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's a normal conversation. But then the food comes and it was like good for 5 minutes. And then Maria is doing laps around the restaurant. literally
Oh,
running around.
wow.
And I'm like, this is fucked. And then
Which
Colin
is fine if you have
goes,
another adult with you to be like, okay, corral one, corral the
"Hmm."
other.
But it's like me, the two children behaving like buffoons, and like the one lady that we know is working there, and then the other girl in the back. And I'm like, am I? And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I'm just defeated. I'm like sipping my coffee. I'm like, I just need to go home. I just need to go home. I just want to pay for my shit and go. And like, yeah, it was
Ugh,
hard. So
that
then
is
my,
fucking.
Maria was like, let's go swimming. I was like, if you think I'm taking you anywhere else,
Why do you think
no.
you're so privileged today to get
Literally, I'm
things?
like, oh no, mommy's going home to cry. You
Yeah.
can go fuck off to
Yeah,
your
you're
dad.
getting fucking
I'm,
nothing. I'm
mhm,
calling your dad right now, and he's gonna come
oh
get you from
no.
this
Mhm.
restaurant.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't need to give him a heads up. He knew how I was like my day was already heavy and like
Uh,
hard, and he already knew that that was my day, and that's why he's like, go, da da da. And I was like, this was the worst thing I could
is
have done.
that why you were drinking a beer when I was FaceTiming you earlier?
Yeah, well, I don't really drink at all ever, like
I
ever.
know, but I was just like, I feel we're gonna touch on this
We're
later.
gonna we're gonna have that a desperado. It's actually
I'd
a
FaceTime
beer
Jessica
and
about 4 hours ago. And so
yeah,
that would have been my morning time, her early afternoon. No,
yeah,
early
yeah.
evening, early evening. So
Yeah.
it's not
So
like it's well
no,
deserved,
it
obviously,
was
but
a
I was
supper beer. I was like, we were having burgers, so Ryan's like, "Want a beer?" I was like, I do, I really do.
yeah.
So
No,
a
I envy it.
desperado.
I envy the drinking of the alcohol. I am very
Yeah,
excited for that day to come when I can have a nice cold one.
so
Perfect
funny.
for summertime. An ice cold lime margarita. Extra
Oh my
salty.
God. I know we had limes in the house yesterday. I made guacamole yesterday for
Oh,
myself,
so
basically.
good.
And Maria,
Fucking great.
she took half. I know it was great. She took half of the lime and just like wanted to like lick the lime. I was like, do it, girl. Am
Who
I
did?
like Maria?
Maria?
Yeah. And I'm
Oh my
like,
God.
okay, go. But I'm like, oh, the smell of lime. I'm like, I just want like a nice Corona and
Ugh.
lime. And then the Desperado was good today too because it was like a lighter beer. But
Nice.
it's so
Yeah,
funny. I
I
didn't
did
even
notice it, but I was like, just gonna put a pin in that whole
actually
chat.
like. I didn't even like. When did I show you my beer? Did I take a sip
You
out of
weren't
it?
showing me at all. You just had a sip, and I just knew right then and there.
That's
There's
hilarious.
little
I mean,
things
not,
that
I'm
I
not
pick up on,
hiding
and
it.
there's little things that I don't. So
I literally like never drink. So
I
I,
know that's why I was like, okay.
it's been a day. It's been like long overdue. Like, girl, it's been a hard 2 weeks. 2 weeks of like hell, or a month at least
Well,
with Maria, but 2 weeks of like raggedy ass fucking shit. So
I wonder. Sorry, I wonder if because honestly, it's hard to say with the like the kid apps or the baby apps after what 2 years old, but like, is there another like mental leap she's going through right now? Like,
I
what
don't
the
know.
hell?
Seems like a few other kids in our class are feeling it too. And it could be just because like the weather's changing. It could be a bunch of different things, but
Right?
I don't know. But they say, what is it? It's the terrible twos. No, terrible twos, the three nager, and the fuck you fours. And we've got a good dose of all of them so far. So
Yeah, I'm kidding. I know we're breaking into the
mhm.
terrible two stage right now, but I think the only saving grace, I think the only fucking saving grace is Harrison is in daycare where he can just play with friends.
Yeah.
And then he's too exhausted to be an asshole.
Like be terrible there. Exactly. Like
He's too tired
no,
to
this is a
be
fun
a
place.
jerk face at home. So I'm Mel, if you're listening, because I know you are, I fucking just
Clear
love you.
smell.
Thank you for taking care of my baby
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I'm
and
so
putting up
sorry.
with his crazy
It does
attitude.
it does take a certain breed to work with children.
Oh man.
Apparently, I will have them, but I will not. I've worked with them, and nope, no more. I mean, not no.
It's hard, but it does take someone special. And like I like being around kids. I like being around friends, kids and families, kids and all that good stuff. But it's small doses and it's not your job.
Yeah,
So it's different.
it's hard. Yeah, like when
Yeah.
I help out with gymnastics and stuff, and like
Yeah.
the
I'm sure
schools or
that
whatever, like I enjoy it, but then
it's not your everyday, thankfully,
not
right?
my everyday. But when I was doing it for like a little stint there, like most days, I don't know if people know that I was helping the gym. But man, there was a few, but like even the teachers, they were so frustrated with these kids, and I'd be like, "You sit out. Like you're not listening. You can sit." And I was like, "Ba ba 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 ba," and I'm like, "I'm not your friend. I'm your coach. Sit
Yeah.
down."
I'm not getting in trouble because I'm not your teacher, so fuck you.
But the teachers were like, "Yeah, you have to be stern because they'll just walk all over you." I was like, "These little fuckers."
Well, that's it. Well, and sorry, hold on one second. I'm just making sure that honey's
No,
not
you're
destroyed.
fine. Yeah, it's all good. No, like, yeah, that I don't know. Kids.
Well,
I don't know.
and that's the thing. Like, I know we were pretty. I'm sure we were pretty lucky as kids. I don't really actually remember getting reamed out by teachers personally as a classroom.
But like
Sure.
strangers, yeah, no, like just do, just jump and land. That's it. That's it. Oh well. Anyways,
But that's the
yeah,
thing. With the energy of the new, or sorry, the was it a full moon that just passed? No.
the lunar eclipse. It was a full moon
Right.
and an eclipse. It was nuts.
And now we're in the middle of retrograde till April.
Hmm.
April something rather. Anyways, yeah. And so it's crazy and it's nuts. Uh, and all we can do is just focus on letting go what no longer serves us.
Yes.
Try
Oh
not to
yes.
make any big decisions you just don't really feel confident in.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
yeah. Letting go is a big thing right now. Oh, I had bookmarked a page. Where did it go? Anyways,
One,
wow, I am
well,
looking.
before going into that, the one of the reasons why we chose Letting Go as our song is because Jessica and I were just discussing that my house is a absolute fucking nightmare, and that's fine. And like that's how it is sometimes. It, there's so much to do and you don't know where to begin, but you also don't want outside help because you're like, no, it's like the controlling thing where you're like,
Mhm.
I want to do it. I know certain things are going to bring me a lot of joy.
Yeah.
Certain things are
But
going to
like,
take some time. Um,
but there's
but
no
I got
problem
this.
being ruthless. That was us when we moved here. And like every moment since, it's like I actually don't have the mental space for it because part of it lives in you too, right? All the shit you haul, it's part
Oh
of you.
yeah.
I'm looking at like my old decks and like stuff that I've accumulated that I love and adore. But
Yeah.
like if it's not serving me anymore, then I don't think I need to collect it as to prove, you know, and some of the stuff
No.
I'm like, I need to like really do a spiritual decluttering as much as a physical decluttering. Because it's
Yeah.
just, when it's so heavy, oh my God, I'm making like mental lists like crazy. Like my year, I'm making a plan for
Oh,
shit.
nice.
I like need to because
Tell
I
us.
plan. It's not like official and it's like kind of business related stuff too, anyways.
But if
Some
it's a draft, it's still good. Maybe
no,
maybe other people like
there,
myself also need that reminder of
yeah.
like, oh
Well, there's like a lot of stuff. Obviously, living in a different country, like there's things like logistically, me working as a Canadian and living in Ireland is not paying off. It's just
yeah.
it's just pain in the ass. Like I mean, I love the work, but the hours, the commitment, then the taxes. Fuck me in the ass. I hate fucking Canadian tax.
Ugh.
Anyways, it's done. Tax season's over with. But like it's just so stupid. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I make nothing over there. And really, and that's again, there's my own note. But I mean,
Yeah.
like over there, it's like, but like I'm investing so much time and yet
Yeah.
not seeing any of it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I my plan is to officially like move here
Yeah.
in the year. So I mean, everything
Yeah.
like I'm basically going to be like, I'll have an account or whatever, but I won't make my business won't be in Canada.
Right.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like I have to
Yeah.
close that chapter and like remodel it and reform it the way I want it to. That it
Yeah.
is going to be best for me and not, I've been very client, I mean, I appreciate all my clients, but it comes down to I've been doing everything their way to accommodate
Um,
them and not myself. Does that make sense? And
yeah.
it's like,
Could
it's okay
you
if I
change your
have,
business to be like international so that way you could still see clients in Canada, but
yeah,
it's just at a
absolutely.
different
It would
wage
just
or
be different. It'd be just
structure?
different. Yeah, it'd be a different structure.
Sure.
But it's just like time has come where like I need to prioritize what works best for me. And if I have fewer clients but better quality, that's much better than having a
And you gotta get
lot
your
of
bills paid.
little, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so
Yeah.
that's I was thinking about that today and I'm like, I just like need to. I'm like, this has just gotten to be too much of like
Mhm.
like I do all this work for what? It's like donated time is what it feels like. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, okay. Not like I'm all about
Well,
the money, but like, girl, like my time is valuable. And I think that's part of it. I'm assigning value to my
yeah.
times.
Yeah. Well, this sparked a memory from how many fucking years ago now when it was you and Matthew doing taxes, and you're like, I work 3 jobs, 8 days a week, and I still have to pay where Matthew doesn't fucking work, and he gets money back.
I know. Like literally, as with I think I had 3 jobs at the time. And I'm like,
Yeah,
and
I know you did. I know you had
like,
3 jobs, and you're just like, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I'll never forget that.
cat
I was
like
like,
could
oh,
cannot catch a break. Like, what's the
yeah.
point?
I can't,
What's the
nope,
point?
can't catch a
My
break.
only
Same
reward is
here.
at that time I was able to live outside of mom and dad's house.
That's right.
That's it. Wasn't owned a home. Just was renting.
Just could live
I
on
could
your
I
own.
could afford to live with a roommate at the time or with my now husband.
Yeah.
Couldn't
So
go
funny.
anywhere, but we could live
Yeah,
like
no trips, no trips, but you got to have your own space.
yeah, literally. Yeah, life's tough. Life's tough,
Life is,
but I am going to manifest a better
yes.
one. Not a better one, an advanced. I'm tearing up.
Just
I'm pushing through. I'm gonna do it. I just have to. I'm like enough of this bullshit. I just have to get it done. I just have to fucking manifest it for myself because I'm just like, no. The tests are just rolling in. I'm like, nah. Mm-mm.
yeah.
So that's how I feel.
It's time and it's just going to get louder and louder until you listen, right? Where you're like, okay, I
Exactly.
get
So
it.
so like in that same breath, of course, back on track here. So I
Yeah.
started talking with Brittany a little bit about spring festivals and celebrations that are happening in the spring. And like right now, the Christians and like that faith or channel of faith are celebrating Lent, which is like the 40 days. Traditionally, I guess it's, between, was it Ash Wednesday
Yeah.
to Good
Good
Friday
Friday.
and then Easter Sunday. So an Easter celebration. Yeah, obviously there's a few different meanings in terms of what it means internationally, but I feel like because of where we come in the world, Lent is kind of like the one we know about the most.
Yeah.
Um, but there's other ones which we also know about, but like let's give some light to them. A lot of the festivals that I'm going to talk about are all spring focused. So even though
Yeah.
Lent is very much tied to, Christ and like that kind of section, you kind of dissect it. It's about rebirth, new beginnings, right? Like that is a chapter, like it's kind of like the end of hard times, the beginning of easier times. So with like the sun coming up, more daylight hours, like there's a lot of the like little things that we can read into and kind of fit with what the Bible is saying. So oh God, I feel like such a with the Bible. I'm so sorry. I like give myself the
Bible.
ick. I give myself the ick. Oh my God. I know. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm dealing with that my own self. Like I don't want to push any of my like on you, but like the Bible. I'm
But
sorry.
it's because
One day I'll be okay
I
to
think
say it, but I'm
everyone would
like, ugh.
understand though. Like a lot of people, I'm sure grew up maybe in a household that doesn't
Mhm.
have the same beliefs that they do currently as
Mhm.
adults.
Yeah. But
So,
like my mom talking about the Bible versus me talking about the Bible is a totally different feeling. Mom, I'm like, yeah, girl, do you? And I'm like, no, no,
what?
my Bible, no. Anyways, okay, so what are some other holidays? Or not holidays,
Yes.
but festivals. So yeah, I went around the world, have some notes.
I love it.
I always work better with notes. That was my first game changer. I was like, girl, get more prepared for your shit because you always just show up and be like, I'm not going to talk about it today. But I made notes. And one more
Great.
thing, I got my
Yes.
erasable pens back to me, and
What do you
I
mean back to you? Who stole them?
no, I didn't know. I just like ordered more. So they're
Oh,
like
smart.
pens. They erase, and I live better with
What a
this.
goddamn game changer.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
using pencils like a loser.
Pencils. But I like to. I don't know. I don't even know how long we've been on, but I know it's already been like mishmash. So I have one, two, three, four, five. Five. Not too bad. And it won't take too long. Okay,
Great.
so the first one is a Hindu festival called Holi or Holi. So this is a festival of colors. So you've definitely seen pictures about this in the world, do you know what I mean? So essentially it is a symbolic ceremony or like a festival to celebrate love and new life. It is the triumph of good over evil, and it celebrates the beginning of spring. So what happens is the night before Holi starts, I think it's Holi, Holi, anyways. So they start with they light bonfires at night. So like evening
Hmm.
setting, bonfires. So that's supposed to represent the evil spirits among us. And then
Okay.
in the morning, all of the people like flood into the streets, and it's like they have I don't know if they decorate themselves or if they like throw it or whatever, but it's a colored powder. So it's like these beautiful arrangements of color, and it is just a big party. So it is like dancing and
Oh,
celebrating. Yeah.
cool.
So it's called the Festival of Colors. Yeah.
It's funny. It's so random that you bring that up because I finished the series now, but CSI New York literally touched on that where they're like, I know the most random shit. They were in
Yes, I
this
know.
part of New York or whatever that they're like, it's the colors, and everyone's throwing colors differently. I'm just like, oh my God, I remember that.
That's holy. I should look that up.
Yeah.
Holy, holy. I might just look it up real quick here.
Yeah. And
Um,
while you do that, just so everyone knows, CSI Las Vegas, CSI Miami, CSI New York, they're all insane good for rewatching for all the series. However, out of all of them, I am so obsessed with Mac Taylor from New York. And also, he is this Gary, oh, I don't remember his last name. He is such an insane soul in real life. He does a lot of what his actual job was on the show, where he advocates for veterans and he is doing all these crazy things. His son is named after his character. Anyways, doesn't matter. It just was such a different way. I just don't remember the show actually being that good. And
what
so,
guy? Sorry?
sorry,
What guy are you talking about?
Mac
Gary
Taylor.
Shin? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
sorry. What's his
Yeah.
last name?
Is it Sinise? Sinise?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like, I'm obsessed with him, not only because I loved his character in the show, which I didn't think I would like him
Yeah.
more than Miami. Because Grissom, like, fuck him. He's such a douche canoe. But in Miami, I can't remember his name. Anyways, doesn't matter. I really liked his character where I was like, oh, I didn't even realize, like, yeah, he's super cheesy and he brought the cheese for sure. But his character was really good. And then watching New York, I was like, no, favorite one of the three. Dang. So I was probably the most sad when New York ended because I was like, dang, it's so good. But
Yeah.
also, if you do want a good time watching all three series, they all have different episodes that intertwine together where you have to watch them in order. And that is also super cool. So
That's nice. Very good.
just so you know.
For those who have time. I'm sure people have time. I don't know, but
Well, it took me, I'm sure, I don't remember when I started even watching
yeah.
Vegas, but it was just such a good show
Vegas?
to have.
Like, oh wait. Okay, so CSI, the new Vegas one?
I haven't started watching that yet. I don't know if
I
I
was trying to think
will.
of like when like Las Vegas and Miami came out and then when New York, I don't know the timeline.
They all kind of came out at the same time, which is crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm like,
Within a couple of years of each other, they all started. Because a lot of their crossover episodes were in earlier seasons.
okay, so CSI Miami, and we're just gonna do this now. This is what happened.
Yeah.
CSI Miami started in May 2002.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Las Vegas. Oh my God. Okay, Las Vegas. Wait a minute. Yeah, it started in 2000. CSI
Okay.
Las Vegas in 2000 or
Okay.
2001, I should say. And then
Yeah.
CSI New York. I'm like there's no way. Oh, 2004. So they're like a few years apart, but like
But yeah, like within a couple years of each other, like they all mesh well together and like they all bring in characters from the different series. It's just so good. Or they reference things that had happened. They're
yeah,
like, oh, I'm so sorry, X and X died. And they're
yeah.
like, yeah, it's okay. And you're like,
I'm
ah,
I'm trying to think. Oh, I mean, I don't know. Gone are the days where like I watched a lot of that stuff, but like um God, what is it? Well, Law and Order used to do crossovers
oh yeah,
with
that
a few different things anyways, but
yeah,
I'm a
SVU was the
Chicago
one.
girl. I love Chicago PD, Chicago Fire, Chicago. Is it hospital or Chicago Med? This is it's really
Nice.
good. Chicago Hospital.
Nice. Which is good. Like, everyone has their thing, but yeah,
Yeah.
dang. Oh my gosh, CSI just like hooked me in
Yeah.
and I just loved it. And like it's the jokes too. Like the fucking jokes are so funny. And I'm like, dang, I did not remember liking these shit series as much. Obviously, we were kids, so we
We're
didn't.
younger. They came out in like 2000. Like, I mean, we're 12. You weren't watching that. I mean, we were watching it, but like because mom and
Yeah,
dad were, but we were like, we didn't know the world. Now we know the world a little bit.
now we know. But
Yeah.
CSI New York does pay a lot more attention to 9/11.
Oh yeah, I would say.
Um,
Well, yeah, based on location.
um, yes, from that location, but like a lot of, yeah, anyways, doesn't matter. It's just so good. Whoever has whoever wants like some really good nostalgia to watch some older series, it's so worth it. Oh man.
Yeah, I know. Diving back into the
Yeah.
the archives of songs or of songs of movies
Of
and TV.
shows.
I'm like words and words and words. I'm better at talking this week, although last couple weeks I've been like, what? Anyways, okay,
Anyway,
back to business,
went
Brittany.
back into
We
it
have a
because you said you're
plan.
looking online. I know
I
you were
have,
looking online for something, so I was like, okay,
I
I'll just.
did. It's gone now. It was for you, CSI.
No,
Oh no, I
no,
was looking at the holly. Oh yeah, sorry. So holly, Holi, is said the same way, or sorry, holy. Sorry, it's holy. Holi is pronounced the same way as the word holy, Holy. Oh no.
okay, nice.
All right, the next one we have is a Thai holiday. So it's called Songkran, and it is celebrated in Thailand. So it is
Mhm.
a 3-day celebration, and it's basically known across the world as the water throwing festival. So what happens is basically on this 3 days, the first of the days, there's like a processional of the Buddha, like I don't know if it's like a parade or what, but it's like in honor, do you mean, of the celebration there. It celebrates the Buddhist New Year. Sorry, that should have said that. So
Oh,
they have like that kind of commemorative part. Then the day two is spent with family and friends, like kind of collectively. And then the third day is, oh, sorry, the third day is a big party, kind of big celebration. But when the procession happens, they have the big water fight. So essentially, this is known as like a way to celebrate the springtime and washing away the sins. So that's like a big thing. It's like to bring water buckets, and like the streets are just filled with a big water fight. So I don't
that's
know. I'm
fun.
like, that's
That's so
cool.
cool.
Yeah. So
Like,
Songkran is Thai and it means to move or movement. So again, bringing back to the spring is like the fresh beginnings, the washing away of the old and bringing in the new. Yeah.
nice. That's
Yeah.
pretty.
The next one I have is called Nowruz. It is a Persian New Year celebration. So this means, so Nowruz means new day, or new life, new beginnings, and the rebirth of nature. So this one is done based on the Iranian calendar. So that is, I want to say it begins on the spring solstice. Actually, okay, shut up. Is today, shut up, Brittany. Uh,
Okay. Just shut your face. Shut your
Shut
face.
your damn face. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
literally, solstice started on Thursday, the 20th, I thought.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say because it's the 21st today. Yeah, yesterday. Okay. Yeah. So it
Well, okay,
begins
like I'm
yes.
I'm right here. Everything's fine.
Okay. So it's like a really long holiday. This is what I mean by that. So it started yesterday. The first day of the Iranian calendar is the first day of the spring solstice. So that
Oh,
is day number one. So when people hit into this festival season, they begin with cleaning their homes, cleaning, paint. They're
oh,
basically like renewing their spaces,
I
cleaning
love it.
them, getting them nice and fresh. From
Yep.
then, it kind of turns into like a bonfire kind of thing, again, celebration of new life, longer days, so that kind of thing. Then they bring out the costumes, and it becomes like a little bit more of a party that way. Some family
Cute.
remembrance, and kind of like collectiveness
Oh,
there. And then, so this
yep.
kind of can take place up until like the 13th day. So again, from like day one to day 13, then it's like the party for the public begin. So in that
Oh,
sense, so that's when it becomes like a whole damn thing, and everybody's out there
oh,
doing their
damn
thing.
thing.
The whole damn thing.
I love it.
Okay, I have well two more, but one more for sure. One
That's
we
fine.
kind
We've
of
got time, Jessica. We've got time.
no, we do, but I
I,
like. Do you have the time? You got the time.
I got time.
Okay,
I
cool. I was like,
didn't grab my cards yet, so that's going to be another thing anyway. So
oh,
I'm
that's
still.
fine. Okay, well, we've got
As I'm
okay.
like,
So
I'm ready. I'm like, LOL. Just kidding. Fuck.
la la la. I was just laying in bed doing this. It's fine. Okie
Perfect.
dokie. So, we're gonna do an Egyptian one. So it's called
Ooh.
Sham El Nassim. So it's an Egyptian, I guess solstice holiday kind of thing. So it marks the beginning of spring. Originated from, it's called the Shimu Festival. So what happens there? It happens on Easter Monday. So it is just a day celebration. When I was researching it, it was very similar to like the Christians' Easter kind of style there. They celebrate with colored boiled eggs. But the big thing here is spending time with family in green spaces. So it's definitely more of like an outdoor kind of a
Oh,
festival, celebrating the spring and like again the changing of the times there. I'm just
I
gonna
like
double
it.
check one thing here because I was curious. What is it called again? Shamil Nassim. Yeah. Yeah, Shamu. Shemu is the name of the original festival. but now it's called Shamel and Nassim. The Feast of Smelling the Breeze. That's what it's called.
The
So
feast of smelling the breeze.
yeah.
That's so wild.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's lovely. But like it's meant to be like very grounding, very connected
I like
kind
that.
of thing here. Now, like, yeah, so really, really cool. The last one, of course, is like definitely more along our kind of sides of thing, and that's Embolic. Embolic started yesterday, or no, it started in February. Oh yeah, it's February 1st. So it's spring in Ireland here is February 1st. But I was thinking the first day of spring, is that Embolic or
I
Beltane?
honestly don't
Oh
know.
my God. First, I was like, we're in Embolic already. Oh yeah, we're already in Embolic. Never mind. I'll just forget it. I'll just forget it then. It's
That was
fine. We're
good.
already doing it.
Yeah,
Um,
we're already in the thick of it.
it's hard because like even though spring started here February 1st in England and in Ireland and wherever on my side of the world,
Yeah,
it's not spring in other places. Do you know what I mean? Like that's just when we mark spring here, whereas spring for
right.
you guys would be about now, right?
Right. Yeah,
Right?
as you can tell by if anyone lives in Saskatchewan, you're definitely seeing more spring weather's finally
Mm.
yeah, yeah, we're still getting snow. Yeah, there's still some colder days, but definitely not to the extreme as what we normally would have in the winter when like the
Yeah.
full on winter months.
Yeah.
So
So that's good.
it's
Well,
nice
like with
that
with
coverage is like
springtime,
-6.
yeah, with Embolic being activated then, it symbolizes new life, longer days. Basically it's new life is stirring. So like things are changing. Things the roots are kind of waking up, right? This is also known as like a fire festival. The Embolic one is anyways. And so that's the light is when we have like a fire festival, if we're lighting bonfires or we're doing anything like that, it's to light our internal fire, to re-spark ourselves. So that's
Okay,
kind of again, a reawakening in terms of that.
cool.
Yeah. So in
Thank
like
you.
in the honor of the spring, I grabbed a
Mhm.
couple other decks. I brought my Oracle of the Roses.
Ooh, okay.
One of
Then I'm
my
gonna
this is I have got my Green Witch Oracle as well. But now I haven't read this one in a minute, so that's what I'm gonna
okay.
do.
Well,
You grab your
I'm gonna look at okay, so how many? One, two, three, four. Okay, I'm gonna go and see what spring decks I have left that I haven't read from
oh
yet.
gosh. Yeah, make it spring. No, it's all good. Do whatever works. I'll do mine anyways. So
Okay.
this one I don't I when I do like my full card readings and stuff, I bring it out because it's just like a little mini deck because I really have to be like on the ball, I feel. But I will pull it anyways. So it's a Green Witch Oracle by Sherilyn Darcy, and I love it. It has my symbols on it. Um, even though I know I'm not a green witch, I might be. I might be. I'm like a brown thumbed witch, maybe. So I like this one anyways. So this podcast is coming out on the 22nd. So that's what I'm focusing on and seeing what needs to be said. Okay, ooh, stimulation, the chili capsicum frusensis. I'll have to look this up because I don't have a thing there. But now, ooh, stimulation. Okay, I'll wait. Pretty. This is the card I got. It's called stimulation.
All
It's a
right.
fire. Actually, it's kind of appropriate because it's a fire sign, right? There's a fire there. And we did just talk about Fire Festival and like reawakening and getting things up and running. And because it's a chili, it's like, ooh, fast.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm gonna do the rose one too.
Sure.
And so that one is Oracle, but oh my God, they're both Sherilyn Darcy. That's hilarious. I had no idea. That's actually
Oh,
so funny. I I didn't even know I her name, let alone that I had two of her decks. So this is
oh,
my
isn't that serendipitous?
was very serendipitous, I do say.
I love it. I
I
do declare.
absolutely love it.
I chose out of the decks that I have left for this season. I'm also never doing this again because that's so hard to go
You
through
did it
all.
yourself. I don't know. Also,
I
who
know, but
has
I wanted to make myself a challenge and I did. But I'm choosing the Witch's Wisdom Tarot.
very good, very good.
I feel like
Ooh,
it's
a
pretty
tarot
spring
deck as
like.
well. Never
I
do I.
know. I feel as
Very
Pura. So yeah, we will see what messages or what message, anyways, the people that follow along need to just relax. Need to hear this week.
and I pulled another one. It's called the Architect. The Architect the Woods
Ooh,
Rose,
that's
which
fancy.
is really good. Which I did talk about earlier. I don't like to say I made it fit or making it fit, but like I talked about that earlier. So I'm building
Yeah.
my manifesting my life. I'm just like fucking done with being like, it's fine. Everything is okay. My world's not on fire.
Yeah. And you're just like, but also it's on fire.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have a naked gentleman. No, I'm just kidding. It reminds me of Narnia.
Got a naked
I forget the name, the guy, the name.
Mr. Tumnus.
Yeah, that's it, Mr. Thomas, the Guardian, as he's just sitting there chilling
Nice.
in the springtime with a cow. It seems like maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna look and see what the Guardian
That
needs to
reminds me
tell us.
of what's that show? Wasn't it called The Guardians or something like that?
I don't know.
When Jack Frost and Santa Claus and all of the deities like in terms
Okay.
of like spring and whatever they like I think it's called The Guardians. I don't know. I'll have to look here. I'm gonna
Okay.
look that up.
Okay. Well, the Guardian here. The essence of this card is God, confidence, self-respect, responsibility, integrity, harmony, hope, and protect. You're coming into your true into a true sense of yourself and your ability to create the life you want. When you're fully present and act with integrity, you'll be increasingly freed from the limitations of ego, jealousy, and selfish ambition, whether yours or someone else's. You're discovering your self-worth and earning your own respect. You're ready to serve something greater than yourself to stand up for your values, for others, and the well-being of creation. The Guardian reminds you to seek the mentorship. Sorry, I don't know why I'm going to laugh about this, but the Guardian reminds you to seek the mentorship of the older men in your life, especially those who have offered some part of their lives in service. Okay, so that's fair. Fine, whatever.
Like the older man. Like, okay.
Yeah, I'm just like, fuck this, fuck that, fuck
Fuck,
the picture.
fuck them in.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
They will remind you what true
I mean,
strength is. Oh, God. Yeah. I have to just fucking laugh because I'm like, yeah, okay. They
yeah.
will remind you what true strength is and that there's always reason for hope. Yes, sure.
Yeah.
But also, older women in your life are doing just
They
as
might do a little
good.
bit better than that. Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm just
they
gonna,
hold their shit together. But yes, the magic about this card is go outside, pay attention to the trees. When you feel one calling out to you, address it as the guardian.
yes. That
Yeah.
movie is called Rise of the Guardians, which is I like again, it's
Oh,
actually a really good movie. I quite liked it. Um,
okay.
Funky and the Tooth Fairy, and like I said, there's just it's a good mix. I'm just gonna read
Nice.
into the architect a little bit
Of
more here.
course. Yes, go for it.
While problems and even seemingly impossible challenges may be arising, this may be an opportunity to create something new or to take a different path to your goal. Be careful not to simply jump onto a new direction just because you desire the outcome, because the foundation will not be sound. You are ready to dedicate yourself to the making and development required. The architect reminds us that well, the architect reminds us to be the maker of our own destiny, but to plan carefully and deeply before we step forward on construction. So, plant energies meanings precision, logic, solutions, investigation, self-reliance. Yeah,
Okay.
very on point to my little bitch fest earlier. So that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
good
nice.
though. You're
Oh,
getting
that's
there.
nice.
Okay, it all comes together. It all comes together.
There's my nice little packet.
I love it.
Yeah,
So I'm just letting everybody know that we only have a small handful of episodes left. So with those episodes, we should make one of them to be a good
we
card
should
pull one.
definitely do. Yeah, we should
So
definitely.
I'm going to put the word out in this podcast right now. Start
Yeah.
submitting your questions,
Yep.
and
Submit.
maybe it'll be our second last episode.
I suppose, yeah.
Our second last episode that we'll plan to do like a big well, I guess it depends on how many questions. It might be two episodes. So,
I guess, yeah, honestly, we'll see. I mean, oh my gosh, yeah. We'll plan for the second last one anyways, I suppose. Okay, how many episodes are we at now?
so this one that we have created right today is number 35.
What? Oh my
I
gosh.
know.
And for those that like follow along, we do 40 episodes a season, so I cannot believe that we have five left. Wait, is this 35?
This is 35 right now,
This is 35. We have four episodes left. Oh my gosh. Guys,
technically.
guys,
Yeah.
guys. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
So start submitting your questions. now. You guys
Yeah.
know where to find it in our link tree, of course, on Instagram. You
Yeah.
can always email us. Jessica will give you all the details in just a hot second here. But yeah, let's start those questions coming in now, so that way there's lots of time. And
Yeah.
then if either Jessica and I remember, we will put something on our socials to be like, put them in,
Yeah. I
put them in.
promise
Episode
when I
coming soon.
have when I have more free time, because I will, that's part of this, is I will have other things. I will have time to be able to dedicate to my hobbies, and this is my nice hobby. I will
Yeah.
actually do some social media shit.
Wouldn't that
And
be crazy? It'll be I feel like by the fall time we'll have so much more out there, like on TikToks and stuff like that, of like past stuff. I feel like we'll have things caught up a little bit differently.
we'll see. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be great.
It's
It'll be
it's so
great. It'll be
it's so
so
big.
good.
It's
It'll
so
be
good.
so good.
Enjoy the spring equinox, lovelies. Go
Equinox.
outside,
Equinox.
hug, hug a tree. Put your bare feet on the ground in the
Hands
dirt.
in the breeze. What did I say? What was the name of that thing here again? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Where did it go? Where did it go? Smell the breeze. Is that what was it?
No, feast the breeze. No, I forget. Feast something. Feasting the breeze. It
You know
made
what?
me get it made me giggle because I was like, you're supposed to eat air? What?
Hold on. Where is it?
Feast upon the breezes.
Shamel. Shamel Nassim. I just gotta do this. I'm sorry, guys. You know me. You know me. Smelling the breeze. Smell the breeze. I think that's really good. Do it. Go smell the
Yeah.
breeze. There's nothing
Oh,
better. Nothing
yeah.
better. Sorry, nothing better. Anyways, yeah. So smell the breeze.
Yeah. Open the windows in your house. Go outside. Get some
Yes.
fresh air. Roll the
Yeah,
windows down in your vehicle.
exactly. Oh, there's nothing better than that. That's the best. It's like wind,
Mhm.
hair crazy. That's my
No.
jam.
I laugh because right now I've been listening to some pretty dark podcast episodes, like the Antiquarium. Oh my God, of Sinister Happenings. It's like horror, like little mini horror fiction stories that are like 20 minutes long. And I've loved them for a long time, but like they're pretty graphic. And so I put
Yeah.
my windows
Yeah.
down when I listen to
Yeah. When Tracy was pregnant, she like couldn't listen to podcasts like crime ones anymore because her heart
Really?
rate was getting too high. And
Oh
so
my
she had to
God. Yeah.
stop. She's like, it's not safe for the baby. So just so you know,
That's
not
funny
saying
as
that you are,
well.
but she was like, I
Well, I
couldn't.
had my blood pressure checked today and we are doing just fine.
I'm sure you're doing
Thank God
fabulous.
something is going right.
I'm hard into my shoot, what is it called? Counter Clock podcast right now. And I'm on season 6 and I love it. It's like investigative journalism in regards to like true crime and unsolved murders and stuff. And it's fantastic. So absolutely shout out
Nice.
to
Well, and also one more, or I guess it's like a two one. Heart Starts Pounding or Two Girls, One Ghost. They
yeah,
have a crossover episode
oh,
where
nice.
like anyways, they both were doing a ghost hunt or like an overnight ghost hunt or whatever at a haunted Airbnb in Salem. And I was like, oh shit. And the whole time I'm just like, Jessica and I are gonna do this and that. At the end, I'm like, I don't think we're gonna be able to do this, but I'd still like to go visit it because it is a little
I
scary.
would love to visit. That's on my bucket list for
I
sure.
don't think I could
I
stay in a haunted hotel though. I would love to visit, but I don't think I can actually stay overnight in it.
You wouldn't rest, right?
I wouldn't, no.
I
I think it's
could
way too vulnerable. We were way too vulnerable.
exactly, yeah. Yeah. We'll see.
Anyways, Jessica, where can they find us? Where can
You
everybody
can find
find
us on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, although there's nothing updated on TikTok. Um,
us?
Basic Banter for Witches.
Finding.
You can email us, basicbanterforwitches@gmail.com, and then submit your
Ooh.
questions in the link in our bio or the link in the
Yes.
show notes.
Yes. And
Yeah.
one of us will put something on our stories sooner or later too. And what we
Yeah.
have been doing too is we'll shoot out messages to people like I've got like
Yeah.
top 20 people that I know always ask
Yeah.
me questions anyway. So I just throw out the message being like,
Yeah.
if you got a question, put it in. Put in multiple questions. I don't give a shit. Put it
Exactly.
in. This
Now's the
is your
time.
time
Put it on our
to get your
stories. Yeah.
free reading.
Yeah. Yeah. Put it on our stories. Okay. Cool. All
Yeah.
righty.
Okay.
Cool.
Well,
Well,
we
love
love
you
everybody.
guys.
We'll talk to you next time. The
Yeah.
countdown is on. 4 episodes to go.
I cannot believe that. Where that puts us at the end of April, right? Oh my, not even. Okay, wait. One. Sorry, I gotta do this, guys.
All right.
So like the 18th of April. Oh my God. Is that right? Yeah, I
I
think
have
it's
no
right.
idea.
I
I
don't
haven't
know.
seen.
Yeah, that's right. It's fine. Anyways, amazing. Okay, love you guys. Thank you so
I love
much.
y'all.
See
See
you
you
later.
later, guys. Bye-bye
Bye.
now. Bye.